The stock market is downtrending. Why, how, and what to do? Hello everyone and welcome back to Investing with me, Antoaneta. And today's video blog, we are going over the latest developments on the stock market. We will have a look at what exactly is going on, why it's happening, and of course, how you can profit from it. And without further ado, let's dive right in. Something big is happening in the stock market right now, and it's such a big deal that the S&P 500 is having its worst September in the last 10 years. Why is it happening? How is it happening? What should you do? Stay with me until the end to find the answers to these questions and even many more. Why the stock market is downtrending? And look at the bigger picture. Over the last few years, the stock market has been growing steadily, save for a couple of small hiccups every now and then, like the sell-off during the September-December 2018 period. But then a thing happened, a thing so significant that it forced the economy into an almost complete shutdown. Of course, I'm talking about something that we are all familiar with this year, virus, COVID-19. Everything closed down. People were forced to stay at home and businesses suffered huge losses. We all saw it and experienced it firsthand. As a result, the stock market comes crashing down. We saw consistent drops every day. So the Fed steps in and ensures that interest rates remain low until the storm passes. A couple of significant, and I'm talking in trillions here, stimulus proposals also went through. The stock market recovers rapidly. Suddenly, the S&P 500 increased a record high and Nasdaq exceeded its all-time high by a whopping 25% plus. So what did people do? Every time the market tipped even slightly, they bought more. Bull markets do that to people. But then, stock starts going down again. In less than 3 weeks, the S&P declines by over 7% and Nasdaq by 10%, and these are the more stable indexes out there. It's bad for everyone. I'm talking about major players like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple, Facebook. What is actually going on and how long are we going to have to put up with it? Should you buy? Should you hold? Should you sell? Okay, so first, please calm down. Now is not a good time to panic. As a matter of fact, if you are trading on the stock market, it's never a good time to panic. You want to keep a cool head at all times. Let's look at things rationally. Whatever you do, do not rush. Also, please remember that on this channel we look at the bigger picture. We think, we talk, and we act long term. In the short term, anything can happen. In the long term, the market always finds a way to balance itself out. If you look at the historical data for any of these companies, you see that they are still better off than they were, say 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago. Amazon, AMZN, was £1,000 around and it's now around 3,000. Current forward PE 57. Apple, AAPL, was at $56 and it's now at $110. Current forward PE 27.55. Google, GOOGL, was at 1,054 and it's now around 1,400. Current forward PE 26. Microsoft, MSFT, was at 135 and it's now at $203. Current forward PE 31.05. Facebook, FB, was at $148 and it's now at 249. Current forward PE 23.98. Source, Yahoo Finance, 22nd of September 2020. So no, the stock market isn't dead. The world isn't ending. Now we can finally take a deep breath and move on to the questions on everyone's mind. Why is the stock market going down right now. There are a couple of factors behind this. The political factor. The UK is experiencing a second surge of COVID-19 cases, suspicious transactions, debt and short-term trading. Let's take a closer look at each of these factors. Stock market downtrending. Factor number 1, the political situation in the US. Yes, that's right. The political situation does have an impact on the stock market. The US elections are almost here and nobody is sure who will win. Different leaders can enact different policies which can affect the stock market in different ways. And while I never discuss politics on this channel, we cannot ignore the fact that uncertainty about the outcome is forcing the investors and analysts to play safer. MPL Financial studied this in depth and found that on average the September's of election year yield negative stock market returns. The analysis goes back 17 years. This is again on average, followed by volatile Octobers. By November and December things usually quiet down and things return to a balanced state. Stock market downtrending factor number 2, the COVID implications in Europe. Don't worry, I'm not trying to scare you with a second wave talk. This is just what the stats are showing. And as we all know, investors care about the stats more than anyone. The UK Prime Minister is hinting at the possibility of a new curfew and the situation may get pretty bad for most businesses. So there you have it, even more uncertainty. Stock market downtrending factor number 3, the suspicious transactions. Apparently, certain banks were involved in some shady money laundering scheme that kept going on for about 20 years. Of course, all of this went on behind the scenes and it only came out just now. A recent leak reveals that some questionable money was moving around between 1999 and 2017, and none of this was ever investigated before it came to light. So either the bank just made a couple of mistakes and failed to keep tabs on the reports, or they were intentionally turning a blind eye because they were making a good profit. Either way, this made a lot of investor analysis pretty uncertain in the situation. Stock market downtrending factor number 4, debt and short-term traders. Ever since the COVID-19 outbreak, the market has certainly become a lot more populated. The first quarter of 2020 saw a massive increase in freshly opened accounts in Charles Schwab and Robinhood. Volatile markets like the one we experience are also very attractive to merchant traders, and this is precisely what we see right now. According to Yahoo Finance, about 43% of retail investors are currently trading with leverage as of September 9, 2020. Rapid short-term transactions push the market further towards volatility. Now that we've cleared out the why and how, let's talk about the what. What is the best move for long-term investors right now? Personally, I'm going to stick to my golden rule of long-term investing. Do not rush in blindly. Do not worry about the short-term situation. Look at the bigger pictures. Go for the long term. I'm going to buy and hold, and I'm going to be patient, and I'm going to buy in increments. When I see stock prices going down, I don't get scared. I get excited because it means I may be able to buy even more. When the market is downtrending, the prices are likely to go down. This can allow me to make some great long-term investments. I'll buy what I can afford and I'll hold it. And if you aren't brand new to long-term investing, this shouldn't come as a shock. We want to buy when the prices are low. Hold until they recover and then sell once the prices are high. That is pretty much the entire long-term investing philosophy, summed up in one sentence for you. I also agree with the analysts who say that the market is probably going to remain volatile for at least a month or two longer. Let's close this video post with a quick recap. As a long-term investor, I care about the bigger picture and the future. I don't like short-term trading. I don't like margin trading. I don't like options. I wouldn't recommend going for the low-interest loans that are so popular right now because they hold significant risk, especially if you rush head first into some short-term deal. Short-term changes aren't scary for a long-term investor. We buy when the prices are right for buying and hold until it becomes great for selling. The safest and best, in my opinion, move is to keep an eye on the prices, buy what you can afford in increments and hold. I hope you enjoyed this video post and you learn a lot more about the long-term investing mindset, especially for the newer investors out there. I believe that this information is crucial. You should never ever allow the short-term to scare you. As always, please remember to give me thumbs up and share the video with your friends. I really appreciate it and it helps the channel grow. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I love hearing from you. And thank you for watching. Until next time, stay green and motivated.